Hey guys, so while we're waiting on the EFI, which is still not here now, got some new things, presents, toys, whatever you want to call it, from National Parts Depot and CJ Pony Parts. So let's get set up and get into these and see what we got to look at. What things do we have in store? So let's get set up and take a look at this. Hey everybody, welcome to another video here on the 67 Stang channel. I almost forgot what I was doing, right? It's the heat, I guess. I'm not used to summer just yet, where it's 90 plus degrees and 200% humidity because we're here in Georgia. So anyway, as I mentioned in the intro, we're going to be going through some parts that came in because still waiting on the FI. If you haven't already seen it, or if I haven't already posted it, there's going to be a little short. I'm going to try one of those shorts and get it posted up, talking about that a little bit more. But we got plenty of things still to do on the car, so I've gone ahead and ordered some parts in line with some of the things that we've already been talking about, right? So we've already been working on the weather stripping on the car. So there's a lot of weather stripping on this car. So I've got some parts. CJ Pony Parts, and back behind me in this big box is National Parts Depot. So I thought I would do an unboxing, show you what we got, and then we'll see what it goes from there. Okay, so we're going to start with this box that just came in today from CJ Pony Parts. If you can't tell by the big logo, notice there is some damage. This came from FedEx. So I don't know if that was them or if it's for packing. We'll find out when we open it, right? Trusty utility knife. Used to carry a pocket knife, but I often go work with local government, city, county, so I have to go into their facilities, and as you know, they don't allow any sort of weapons in there anymore, so I quit carrying a pocket knife. Open this up. See what kind of packing. So, secure, bubble wrap, although that one's been popped. Another one. And so what we got in here, pull this out. Ah, okay. I'll stuff all of this back in this box. So we have here is the vent window. So this window right here, this is the weather stripping that goes around in here, which was, it's not in too bad a shape on this side. On the driver's side, it's in worse shape. But it is 50-something-year-old rubber, so I got some new parts of this. A new one of these. The driver's side is still on back order, and I know that because CJ's actually sent me an email. They sent me 2 emails keeping me up on the status of that, so very impressed. So here we have the weather stripping. That, okay. So if I can tell, right, so this goes on here. So anyway, shouldn't be too, well, what this is going to require is pulling out all the window glass here on the out of the door, so I can pull this frame out, and because I got to pull this actual piece out to put this piece in. Let's see about the quality of stuff. Looks like it should be pretty good. I'll find out when I put it in, I suppose. But had good reviews, so it's the same whether you order from CJ or National Parts Depot or whoever. It's pretty much the same stuff. Because this is from Daniel Carpenter's Mustang restoration parts. So if you want to see it, there is the part number. And I said there's one for the driver's side is on back order. Try to shove it back into the bag. Came out, so it's got to go back in, right? And luckily it's rubber, so it bends. Okay. Just want to try to keep it in plastic to protect it till I get the chance to put it on. So we'll put that back there on the car. Take that out of the way. So now we have this other box from CJ Pony Parts. Here. We're going to open it up. This should have a bunch of different things in it. And see, I've already cut it open because, well, honestly, I couldn't wait any longer. I had to open it up. So, no damage on this box. Looks like it's in good shape. So we'll start pulling parts out here. Okay. Okay, I think this weather stripping is the one that runs along the cowl and the hood. I get that put in because mine is falling down and shot. So we have that. Again, most of this is going to be. Oh, okay. So this. So let's open it. We got this. Got two of those. And two of these. So these are the little spacers that go under the hood on the fender where it comes out. So these two things right here. I'll try to take a picture under the hood to show you where these are at. But I know at least one of mine is like this. One of the sides is smushed down, and so again, 50-year-old that. So we got those. Pull this out here. So this is the front door run weather stripping. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the run that goes from up here at the top of the vent window down along this channel. The window runs up and down. The main window runs up and down. And you can see this one is shot, right? It's already split. So this piece goes there. So definitely a good part. Mine was messed up. Big piece of weather stripping. Here, what is this one? Okay. So the roof rails, I think this is this weather stripping that runs up here. Whoops. My box fell down. I'll have to give it. But this is the weather stripping that runs up along the roof up here, which is definitely worn out on mine. So I've got new weather stripping for that now. I think that's for both sides. Oops, let me get mine. Box that fell down. This is front windows. Okay, so front vent window door seal. I'll put this down since it falls down. Okay, so this little piece. Oh, I'm sorry, it's two in here, one for each door, obviously. Yep. Okay, so these are the seals. We go up here, right down where that door meets the A-pillar here, right at this mark here. So this is the rubber seals for that, and they are. I don't know if we can see that, but you'll see where it says DCLH there, and then this one says DCRH. So they are left and right sides. So it's good. Looks like it could use a little bit of trimming, some excess material, but I assume these are molded rubber. Again, that was from a Daniel Carpenter part. And I will try to put in the video description all the part numbers for all of these, but so you can maybe see this one if you're interested. I did not realize how much was on here. So this is the edge, or outer edge vent window to door seal. So, hold that up. I don't know what that would go to unless there's supposed to be a piece of rubber on this outer edge of the glass on the vent window. Mine doesn't have one, but I wonder if there's supposed to be one there. I don't know, as part of the kit, the vent window, I actually bought a kit for the weather stripping on that, so I don't know if that's what that's for, honestly, I'm not sure. Okay, and then we have the quarter window vertical weather stripping. So these two pieces, there's one for each side, right? As far as I know, this goes on, where does it go? It goes on the vent window, I believe, along the front edge of the vent window there, between the main window and the quarter window, not vent window. This is the vent window, quarter window, back there. So that the glass rolls up into this. The chrome edge on that glass does that. So that's that piece, I'm pretty sure. Let me just grab these other parts out. Bunch of little pieces down here. Okay, how long we got here? Okay. So went ahead and bought, so I got rollers for the windows, right? This window has had problems. So I've got new rollers, I think it's like 3 per window. So I've got 6 rollers to replace those because they are all original. These are the stops for the hood, bumper stops on the hood, the adjustable ones that go on the front. So they were part of the hood insulation kit, so I got 2 of those. And then this are the clips that holds, I think this end, this upper weather stripping end, I believe, is what these plugs do here. So I think, yep, that was all that was in this box. So that leaves one last one, the big one. I'm not sure how to put all this back into here so I don't lose it. Because this stuff, amazingly, wasn't cheap. I mean, one-on-one it wasn't too bad, but all together when you buy it like this, they actually have a full weather stripping kit for the car, which is like $300. But because I've been doing it piecemeal, so I'm going to move this table out of the way. So let me move this, and then I'm going to bring the big box around and we'll see what's in it. Okay, so let's open this big box from National Parts Depot. Make sure we open the utility knife in a way that doesn't cut my hand wide open. It's not how I want to start the weekend. Because for me, it's Friday. I don't know when we'll be posting this, but hopefully sometime soon. And if the weather goes this weekend like I hear it is, I should have time to edit videos. Anyway. Yeah. Still in the car. Good coupe car. Whew. So first thing, National Parts Depot's cardboard boxes, much thicker than CJ Pony Parts. And they like to use wrapping paper as their packing material, which by the way also works really good to like use as draping paper, whatever you want to call it, when you're trying to do painting and things like that. Big drop cloths. Let's see what's in here. Oh, okay, so here we have what looks like weather stripping. This is not So this is the squirter hoses for the windshield washers, right? Then when you pump the pedal, squirts the liquid up on there. Mine are old and rotted and one side doesn't work, so I got a new one of these. It was like $5. Not worth it. Okay, so let's see what's in this little white box. If I can get it open. We got a little bracket. We got another little bracket. Looks like instructions. Then in here, oops, oh, some washers, some nuts, and a barbed fitting. You saw that. I'll pull it up again. And then here in this nice bubble wrap, if I can figure out where you open it at. Together. Okay, I don't see a predefined opener. Is this. So this here is for the radiator. So anybody that has one of these old Mustangs, old cars of the 60s vintage anyway, knows that most of these had no way of recovering coolant, right? So if your radiator got hot or overpressured, and it would push, the coolant out, the radiator cap would be pushed up, and then all of that extra coolant that was trying to escape the pressure release, whatever, would then just be pushed out of the radiator through a small hose out onto the ground. And you didn't have a reservoir, a coolant reservoir like you do in a modern car. This little guy will change all that. So this you mount somewhere up near your radiator, put the barb fitting in, run your hose up to that port, I guess, I don't know what you would call it, up there on the radiator where the radiator cap mounts. And then so anytime the radiator wants to overflow, it's going to overflow into this tank. And anytime it needs more, it can suck this back. It will return it back to the system. So this is going to give me an extra level or an amount of coolant to carry in the car, as well as to make sure that I'm not draining radiator fluid out on the ground. And we have a lot of animals around here, so if I'm using glycol, whatever it is, I know it's glycol something. Anyway, I won't be hurting any animals, which was a big thing for my mom, or not my mom, would be for my mom. She was still with us. But for my wife, who is a huge, and I say her, I love animals too. I'm a big animal person myself. Anyway, trying to get all this back the way they had packaged it. So it's all brushed aluminum. Now this was not cheap, this piece. The one I got was $100. They had cheaper round ones and stuff. I kind of like this one. I thought this one looked really nice. Had a lot of great reviews on it. Said it's around 110 bucks, 110 from National Parts Depot. So that's pretty cool. What else do we have here? The weather shield. So you may remember when I took the door panel off the car in there, there was that piece of paper, black on brown piece of paper that's called a weather or water shield. So I went ahead and got a new one of those. The original ones were not in the best of shape. I mean, I could have put them back, but why not get some new ones to protect the inside of the door? So I got that. Here's anything else. Got this. I'll take a look at that in just a second. Oh, yeah, we got a National Parts Depot catalog. sometimes it's good to have that. Sitting in the bathroom, forgot your phone. Let's see. I'll check the packing slip. That'll tell me if I get everything. Overflow kit, check. Hose for washer, check. Water shields, yep, water shields, check. Catalog, check. And then the last thing, yep. So everything out but this one box and this and got this. So here we go. Y'all may remember a little while ago I did a review of TMI's console that I have in the car. And it's not a bad console. It's comfortable. It's pretty well built. My biggest problem is the cup holders. They're not big enough. But with that, I wanted to go ahead and get this. So let's open this up, take a look and see. What we got. I like to keep the other side, we'll keep everything in here. Can you tell what that is yet? Can you tell what that is yet? You probably can if you've worked on a car, a Mustang. So here we have new door cards. Wow, don't those look nice? So my old door cards, the original ones, on the outside weren't in bad shape. The chrome had come off this, which was fine, not a big deal. The outer vinyl covering was in pretty decent shape though. What was not in shape was the back side. Right, so this is the back side of that. And this is just, well, cardboard. Just like the originals. And there were several where the clips hold in that were ripped. So I've got new door cards to put back in the car. And so this one, I think this is the passenger side. So you'll have the door opener and the window crank on that side. And this should be the driver's side. The only thing, yep. So it's got, this is for the armrest, and that little cutout right there. Actually, I think it goes this way, so I think this is the passenger side because you got door and window. No, this is driver's side because it's got the hole up here for where the, got a cut for the mirror, remote mirror. But so I got two new door cards to put in the car. So yeah, they look very nice. We'll see how they hold up. Somewhere right here is where the armrest will go. Anyway, I'll try to do, when I get ready to install these, I'll try to do a review of these. If anybody's interested, if you'd like a review, please leave something down in the comments to say, yes, Trip, I'd love to, pardon me, see a review of that. That Mexican I had with my dad for lunch is making a comeback. So anyway, like I said, let me know about that. We'll try to do a review on those things. So with that, guys, I think it's a fairly short video, but wanted to show you what I've got in. We'll be doing videos about the installation of a lot of this weather stripping, I hope. I'm going to be having to pull, like I said, the windows out. And the other part with pulling the windows out of here, I can get into the tracks and pull those and get them cleaned up, because I noticed a lot of, looked like lithium grease was in there. It, can gum it up, whatnot, so clean all that out. Also, by having it out, I can get into the door more, maybe put, if it needs it, some primer and things like that in there. So I'll show you how to take the windows out. I'll show you how I take this part apart and get the window weather stripping put in that. One thing I haven't gotten is I put, the new belt line weather stripping in the door, both doors, but I forgot to get it for the quarter window. And I can't find any place that just sells the quarter window. They sell like the whole kit, which I should have gotten, but I didn't. Whatever. So if anybody has any extra new dot line weather stripping for the quarter windows, I need it for both sides, let me know. I'll work a deal with you. So anyway, that guys, I hope you liked the video. Like I said, I know it's short. I do appreciate you taking time to watch through it. Please don't forget our merch store. We've got wonderful shirts like the one I have on, die cut stickers, coffee mugs, all that kind of good stuff. Most of them, or a lot of them, have this artwork on it that Andrew over at Grease Ricky Garage did, and as well as a couple other designs with the circle kind of old car life on there, the cycle of classic car life, something like that. Anyway, I've got 2 different designs, so if you're into old cars and restoring them, you'll probably appreciate that shirt. And it goes from you're dreaming about getting the parts, working to earn the money, spending the money, installing the parts, so on. And then the cycle repeats, obviously. So anyway, with that, guys, don't forget about the merch store. Again, look forward to seeing y'all in the next video.